My name is Michaela Lacy, and this poem is entitled Black Boy in the Image of Earth. He was born weighing 5.972 sextillion metric tons and 4 ounces. His bronze-colored skin could sink Titanics, throw the galaxy's gravity off balance, and when he died, his casket left dents on the shoulders of every man who carried it. Took 10 landfills to bury him. The Black Boy piece is an ode to all the black men in the earth who feel like they don't belong, who feel like they aren't loved, who feel like they aren't accepted, who aren't understood. He cried his way into this world with a sound that resembled an old church hymn. When I found out that I won, I was just like, wait, for real? Like, I'm like, hold on. Like, honestly, I did not think that I was gonna make it. I'm lucky. I felt very lucky. His life, a song composed with an untuned organ played only at black funerals. He grew to stand behind the lines of his ancestors, went from crawling to marching, entered tradition, fit right into funeral procession placement, knowing that he would soon trade places with his cousins, uncles, brothers, friends. Tell me, what weighs heavier than a black man's casket? 5 women, powerful, beautiful, beautiful women. We are also mixed. Our perspective of oppression and where it stands has different, our different views based on where we come from.
When someone's like, dear white people, and then they go on and on and on, and it's just like,
I feel like it's like, tell me something I haven't heard of before.
Yeah,
I have an idea. So let's just go through our own personal lives in the last 48 hours.
You know what?
Or talk about when you cry, but
working at McDonald's. I think that that's just like, she more than a mom. Having her as a poetry coach has also been having her as a life coach. I often compare her to Alice from Alice in Wonderland. This world that she has created that makes 100% sense to her. That's what she teaches us as her students to do, is to not follow what she has created, but create our own worlds and create our own rabbit holes to go down. Other than his mother's heart, as she watched the world she birthed be lowered back into the ground, aside from his father's head that hangs lower than branches from charred poplar trees, aside from his grandmother's croon, her vocals lower than 6 feet beneath the hole her womb dug for an offspring, and you deny her creation. You call him thug, you call him nigger, you don't call him planet, you don't look up when you speak to him. Tell me a black boy ain't earth when he can make everything around him grow. What I write doesn't just heal me. Though it heals me, it does. It heals me in very important ways, but it can also be that step forward for someone else when they don't know what to do, when they don't know how to feel. There's this poem. Tell me, if a black boy ain't earth, why people see green when they stare at him? Tell me, if a black boy ain't earth, why people keep taking from him when his hatred sink deeper than the roots on his birth certificate? Tell me a black boy ain't profit for globalization. Tell me one blow to a black boy's chest won't start a forest fire. Tell me with a straight face that a black man's blood don't darken and be the dirt that holds the seeds on this here ground. Like you can't find all 7 continents laying in between his 7 cornrows, as if the tectonic plates ain't plated in his scalp, as if the Atlantic Ocean don't turn into hurricanes when he apply his wave grease. Tell me a black boy ain't earth. And I'll ask you, have you ever read between the lines of the National Geographic? Do you know what earthquakes really look like? Do you know the tornadoes have their father's hair and share their uncle's eulogy? Tell me a black boy ain't earth, and I'll hand you a map and call it his obituary.